It's not a podcast.
It's a GarCast.
And this is the world according to Gar.
And welcome to the world according to Gar. You are listening to GarCast episode number 308, season 2, episode 8. I am Gar. With me, as always, is the GarFather.
Gar! By your side, forever and always.
Always, forever.
Except when you decide to take a week off. But even then, I was at your side.
You are. We are the most consistent thing on this show.
Probably one of the most consistent things in the world in the last 6 years, give or take.
I would say that's true.
Right? Is that
really,
fair?
You can't beat it.
We are. You know who the most inconsistent person in the world is?
Nick's foul shooting.
Travis.
Travis.
Is he dead? Have you rung his doorbell?
No, I see him. I see him walking the dog once in a while.
I mean, as I sit here on
May
May 22nd in Floral Park, New York, it's 48 degrees out.
It is so cold out.
It's my fault. It's totally my fault. Because right before I went to El Salvador, I turned... So the heat was off, but I still had the furnace on, just in case. But I shut the whole system down. So now I ain't turning it back on.
Oh, I'm not using heat anymore anyway.
Just saying.
I did try to run the air on Saturday when it got warm out. It was like humid, and then the sun came out, got nice and warm. Not working well, so I called the service guy, and I'm like, I don't know if you need to be here when it's warm, but I definitely need service.
You don't want to run your central air unless it's like there's a number like 60 degrees outside at least, or something like that.
Yeah, because I think it takes the air from the outside.
Yeah. So you really can't troubleshoot. Stuff like that.
So I said to Christine when she's like, "You have to call them now." I'm like, "Well," I said, "it needs to get a little warmer." She's like, "You're gonna wait for a warm day?" I'm like,
I mean, call them.
Not what I said.
Yeah,
not what I said. But
I will say, I've been doing pretty good on the home front. While I was in El Salvador, I had a person come and clean out all the gutters.
Great.
That was good. Thank God, because now we're in the middle of a freaking nor'easter.
A nor'easter this weekend. Well, now, I guess.
Leading in,
right?
yeah, I think the weekend's going to be all right, but it's today and tomorrow. Nancy's got a school trip outside today. That should be fun. So I took care of the gutters. Funny thing was, though, that was when I was in El Salvador, right? I think it was. I forgot Riley was home because she had an AP test, so she didn't go in. So all of a sudden, she's texting me. I'm in El Salvador. Like, I'm dying laughing.
Our roof.
Dad, there are men on our roof. What is going on? She's like sleeping in bed. Poor thing.
I had when I was doing my fall cleanup. I mean my spring cleanup. So our like we have a little overhang to the house, and there's I don't know, it's like a soffit or whatever they call it.
I'll go with that. Soffit.
There was a piece that fell down on the ground. I'm like looking, I pick it up. I look up there, but freaking bird went inside there and built a little nest.
Now, do you think he removed the soffit, or it happened to fall off and he got in?
I think he came in from the top and it fell out from him being in there, but now he's got another access way in there.
You got to address that, man.
So I don't know. I'm kind of trying to debate. Do I evict the birds now, or I let the babies go and then do the eviction?
Now, for long time loyal listeners, they will remember you do have some history with the wildlife.
Birds.
Well, with the baby bunnies
and bunnies.
You're a spring guy. You like to foster new birth. You're a man of spring. Spring runs eternal with you.
It does. It's a new beginning.
Much like the bunnies, which you did not kill.
We didn't.
Right.
We wouldn't even let Bo in the backyard for weeks.
They have now. This was going on 3 or 4 years ago. Those bunnies that you didn't kill probably have now been responsible. No, they're probably responsible for like 10,000 bunnies that are running around Suffolk County.
There's a lot of bunnies out there,
dude. A massive one. I was planting. We'll continue with what I did for the household this weekend. I was planting on Sunday in my backyard. It was kind of therapeutic. I think I might become a gardener. and a massive bunny like jumped out of a freaking bush that I have in the backyard. It scared the shit out of me. I think the sucker was big.
I did some more cleanup this weekend, but it was light. I think I now washed the car. I washed NoHo Hank.
Nice.
Got him nice and clean.
My garage is a bit of a thing. Over the years, I've straightened it out, made it
You
better.
got things, yeah.
And you just keep putting shit in
It
there.
piles back up.
And then there's shit in there from 15 years ago, like the shit from my father-in-law buried in there somewhere. So I literally, Auntie was shocked on Saturday. She's like, the kids and I are going to go do this local 5K. That's a big deal in town, and you're going to empty the garage. I'm like, all right. I was in El Salvador having a good time. I might as well do something. And I kind of got in there, and I got into the zone.
Get the big black contractor bag.
11 of them.
Throwing shit out.
11.
Whoa.
Full 11.
Good thing you tip your garbage man.
Yeah. And besides the 11 bags, other stuff like that you could put out on bulk night. So Monday night for Tuesday pickup, I put out the 11 big-ass contractor bags. They were heavy, too.
I usually don't do that many, but I don't tip my garbage men either.
I tip them. I was like, you know what? I
pieces.
could break it up, but honestly, it's 3. They'll get it. Boom. Then the next day was bulk. I lined the curb with a whole bunch of shit. My father-in-law was big on saving, like, I may need this, piece of pipe or this elbow. And then when I bought the house, I was like, yeah, you know what? I might need them.
Right.
But now it's been 15 years.
Yeah, there's definitely a limit. Well, I was cleaning out my garage. Remember, I found those Playboys in there.
Right. I did not find any Playboys.
No, huh?
And if I did, I'm not sure I would have told Nancy about it because they wouldn't have been mine. They would have been my father-in-law's. Could have been my brother-in-law.
Christine was excited. She thought they were going to make us money.
Yeah. Sad. I did find some funny stuff, like a handwritten note, like from my father-in-law to himself, like this is for the kitchen sink, stuff like that. It's pretty funny. So yeah, it's great. And I'm not putting shit back until...
That's the plan.
Right, like the cleaning lady's coming today, so I put some stuff back in there temporarily. We're not going to put any food in there. Like, when I say food, like, I was putting, like, if I went to BJ's and got, like, a giant box of, chips or shit. We're not going to do that anymore because I found some remnants of Mike in there.
Yeah. They live with us. They live amongst us.
I'm fine with it. That happened when I was in El Salvador, too. I got a text. A mouse just ran across the kitchen. I'm like, okay.
Oh.
So that kind of was that kind of prompted the you're going to clean out the garage. But I did throw poison around as soon as I got home. And as a guy I hired once was like, all you need to do is buy poison and throw it in places in your house and you'll be fine. And a day later, 24 hours later, you smell something.
Oh.
You'll never find them, but they're dead.
You didn't find it?
No. And then the next day or two, you'll have a couple of big flies in the house.
Oh.
That's how you know you got them.
Damn. So you're in the fly stage? Lord of the Flies?
We're out of it now. We're good. We're 100% clean. The smell's gone. No flies. And I even proved it by setting traps after the case. Just to show, like, traps suck.
I know.
Set the traps. No one's come near them. The mice are gone.
We get a lot more out of the field mice in the fall when it starts getting cold. Not really so much the spring.
Yeah.
And as you said, like, I don't know if we talked about it on the show. I know we'd have definitely talked about it in Discord, but the types of traps, like the glue traps, are the absolute worst. They do get them.
Snap traps. You got to go with the snap trap. Break the neck.
Get the snap. Like the first time I used the glue trap, I think I put it in my cabinet in the corner, and I got one like first night,
still alive,
and I could hear it like banging on the walls all night. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I went in there, and there he was, like 2 legs stuck,
Gary,
his face stuck.
Let me out.
Horrible. I had to put him in a bag.
Yeah.
And I think I felt too bad to kill him. I just put him in a bag and threw him in the garage in the trash can.
Yeah, that's a great way to die.
He suffocated.
Guy much rather would have had his head smashed in.
I should have smashed his head in.
I feel you.
He didn't have the heart for it.
Yeah, it's the snap trap. But the poison. It's all about the poison. You throw it around. I even put the poison in the garage in like a spot where I could inspect it. And every day I looked at it, there were just little nibbles taken out of it. I'm like, oh, they're done.
Oh,
they're done.
Love it. Love it.
So clean garage, clean gutters. I'm sure I'll find a way to get in trouble at some point this weekend, but I'm in pretty good standing in the household right now.
Not? My garage is kind of disarray because we did a major cleanup because we were preparing for it to become a bedroom.
Right.
And I took a lot, like I had some shelves and stuff. So a lot of the stuff is off the shelves and was like kind of organized, like if Christmas boxes here, but that we're going to go either attic or
We're in a
another
transition
section.
place. Yeah.
And then once we found out we weren't doing it, I kind of stopped. But so it's a little bit messy in there. I gotta get it clean.
You need me to come over?
I think this weekend would be good. If it rains on Saturday, like they're saying, I think it would be a good day to do it. And we'll see what Travis has to say about that.
Please let us know. He is.
Have you watched one of that guy that does the live like tornado watches?
I did, and I know you posted when I saw it late. You were like, he's live now, so that I didn't click it because it was hours later. But I guess I should check him out.
Seems like tonight. I saw a post that tonight it's going to get pretty bad in the Midwest, so he'll probably be on like late afternoon. It's kind of it's pretty cool. He's got the radars. He knows where to see where the rotations are, so he zooms in on those. And then I guess there's people that have cameras set up all over the place that are public access. So he just switches to cameras or different like tornado chasers that have cameras set up on cars.
I guess we could probably access that ourselves, right?
I'm sure we could. We could set up our own network. Maybe we'll make Travis come back to life and set this up. All I could think of was he would love this. Like he would have so much fun doing that. He should be doing this.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why he's not.
I don't know either.
He's a sad case of man. He's a poor human.
Guy.
Yeah, he sucks.
He is a legend. He was a legend for a while. Well, he's more excitable in the winter.
He's definitely a legend. We talk about him more than anybody else in the Discord.
I told him that once. I'm like, we talk about you all the time.
The guy's an enigma.
I didn't tell him that we do F. Travis all the time now, but
I'd like it. He's up there with Jeter and Brady
and Cruise.
What's your problem with Tom Cruise?
I don't know. I never liked him. I always thought he was like just kind of like an arrogant, weird.
It's a little douchey.
The Scientology thing was kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree, but like, I mean, I love his movies. His movies are phenomenal.
Maybe, no, his movies usually are good. And I think South Park helped with that, like and the Fudge Packer episode.
I can't speak like he's some of my favorite leading roles of all time.
No, he has been in
Top
numerous
Gun.
Moonies, but that doesn't mean like
Days
the football player that I like doesn't mean that I like him off the field.
I understand, but he's Maverick and he's Cole Trickle. I mean, Jesus. And then for BMO fans,
he was even in the movie, the Tropic Thunder.
How great is he in that? He referenced it with Pat yesterday. You didn't listen to the end. That Pat asked for advice on acting.
Okay,
it was a really good part, and then he got like really. The reason why the interview was kind of cool because I like when people. I thought it was just going to be like he's obviously promoting Mission Impossible, right?
Obviously,
so they got the spot easily. But then, like, Pat was talking about it afterwards. Like, he was supposed to be on for 10 minutes. Like, it was just supposed to be one of those. And he was on for 36 minutes. And Pat said his people were getting pissed.
I did catch that at the end.
That was pretty funny.
He was on for a long time.
Yeah. But he mentioned what the character name in Tropic Thunder. And because Pat was asking him, how do you prepare for a role or whatever like that. And then he referenced The Last Samurai.
Okay.
For BMO out there. I love that movie. Underrated movie.
You know, one of the greatest things that come out of this show, the GarCast and the Nation, was Tropic Thunder. Like, if it wasn't for this show, I never would have seen it.
I had never
heard of it. Maybe when they started canceling shows, and that was like kind of on the list that everybody said was going to get canceled, I might have watched it, but it was the show.
Because it's on. It's in my list of now, like, I know you don't flick channels anymore, but if I'm flicking the channels and it's there, I stop and watch it from wherever it is to the end. Because it's so funny. And his character in it, it's not necessarily a major character, but it's fantastic. And then at the end, right, the credits, isn't he like dancing and stuff like that? Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Great movie. I mean, all right, yeah, he is, I mean.
You don't have to like him as a person.
Yeah, right.
But what I liked yesterday was it was kind of just being him, like, talking about the stunt stuff.
I did know he does that, which I do
know he
admire.
did that too, but he was talking about this airplane that he's hanging on to. Like, what the hell is he doing? I got to balance. I know there's going to be a downdraft, and I offset the balance of the plane because of the drag that I'm creating on the wing. I'm like, what? He's a complete
lunatic. Why are you doing that,
There's
dude?
Special effects we could use here. Jesus.
Stop that.
Go in a simulator.
He'd probably do everything but go on the set with Baldwin and do a shoot scene, like a gun scene. That would probably be the one thing he wouldn't do.
He's so much cooler than Alec Baldwin.
Baldwin's such a twat. And he's from here, which sucks. I hate when we have twats from here.
There's a lot of twats from Long Island.
Just twats everywhere, I guess.
Like, we just have a lot of people, so then there's a lot
So
of
there's
twats.
just a lot more twats.
Yeah, percentage-wise, though. I don't know. Where do you think the twattiest place on Earth is, percentage-wise?
I just got voted the greatest place on Long Island to live, but I'm thinking like
Smithtown?
Massapequa area.
Massapequa, taking a
Right?
shot at Massapequa.
I mean, it's a great place, right? Great town, but
I believe Massapequa Park just got voted
they
greatest
did,
place
right?
to live.
Yeah. So I think maybe that might be the twattiest.
Well, two frequent listeners, Florence and Michael Jackson, my aunt and uncle, live in Massapequa Park, so hopefully they're listening to this episode. And we'll
Well,
have
like
something
what we
to
got?
say.
Joey Buttafuoco. We've gotten the Beach Killer.
I'm not saying you're wrong. Yeah.
We've had quite a few big.
And then
twats
we've
come
all
from
met.
there.
We've all played a couple of Massapequa teams. Ugh.
Yeah, they're
right?
always good. They're
The parents,
annoying.
though. The
Parents
parents
are crazy.
Oh, God.
You know, I mean, like Mastic is an easy pick, but
Nah,
they're not
Mastic's-
really twatty.
They're
They're
not
just
twatty.
poor.
They're just dirt poor.
Right. I had to think of like kind of rich, and they know it.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe like Roslyn.
You're thinking Glen Clove,
Rosslyn,
something like that. Yeah.
that kind of shit. Manhasset. Yeah, parts of Garden City. There's different. No offense, BMO. There are different sections of Garden City. Could be a little twatty. I think he would agree.
Yeah.
But Massapequa, okay. You don't like that they're trying to hang on to the Chiefs?
I love it, but that's a twatty move, isn't it? And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
yeah, I don't know. Okay, that's fine. South Shore, Long Island, kind of
Did you-
twatty.
did you ever? I don't know. I like South Shore of Long Island, except for Massapequa, I guess.
Okay. Anyway, before we get into too much trouble with our loyal listeners from Massapequa, what were you going to say?
I don't even know.
Twatty Twattenstein. Any mascots changed by you? We did have Sewanaka High School change theirs
No.
from the
We had
Indians.
We had the budget vote, but I don't even.
Hey,
know
did
what
your budget
happened.
pass?
No idea. I didn't vote this year because I'm like, you know what?
Well,
I don't have a kid in the school anymore. I don't give a shit.
yeah, you don't really vote in anything anymore. We figured out, right?
I missed one vote. One vote.
Now it's two, and now it's two.
Well, school budget is
That's how
different.
it starts.
I'm like, why bother with that?
We
I don't
went
have a kid in the school anymore.
myself, Nancy, and Ryan went all together. It was Ryan's first time voting for anything because she didn't have her absentee ballot in November. I was going to blame her if Kamala won. But anyway, yeah, we voted. She's like, "What do I do?" I'm like, "We still live here. We need our property values to stay high. We don't need the area to turn to shit. Just vote yes. It's fine. It's good."
Did it pass?
It did. It did.
I don't even know if ours passed. I have
I mean,
no
we
idea.
could probably find out. With
I don't know who won the election.
With a keystroke. Okay. Smithtown School Board election. I didn't know any of the people running for school board. Jackie was not running for re-election.
Oh.
Jackie, question. Like, not only when you ran last, I mean, signs everywhere. I walk all over Floral Park. I'm jogging again. We'll get to that in a minute. I didn't see one sign for anyone running for school board.
Signs were lower here this year as well.
Why is that? I
Maybe
want to know.
people aren't as fired up as they were a couple of years ago.
I want to know. All right, so Smithtown Central School District budget results. Budget vote proposition number 1. Yes, the budget passed. It passed by 4,000 votes to 2,000 votes.
That's
Okay.
a pretty substantial win.
Yeah. Board of Education results. The seat of Michael Sadins went to, I like this name, went to Teresa Donahue. Sounds like an upstanding citizen. She won by 1,000 votes over Karen Wontrobsky Riccardi. Then the seat of John Savaretti went to Brandon Solomon by about 800 votes over Michael Simonelli. And then the seat of Michael Catalanato went to Bernadette Ackerman.
Oh.
She won.
I think I think they knocked out all the more conservative folks and went with the libs. Probably because people like me didn't vote.
Time to move.
My kids
beat-
aren't in the school district anymore.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
beat
care.
Alfred Carfaro by 1,200 votes. So
Hmm.
congratulations.
Okay.
to
I guess
them.
the trans bathrooms are coming back.
Good, because the trans people got a P too. You know what I'm saying?
They got rid of them, but now they probably will come back with this new group. So congratulations to the I don't even know if there's a trans in the school district, but if there is one, congratulations to you.
Congratulations to you. According to some chatter we had on the Discord, Andy, Guar, and myself, we really don't have to worry about them competing in sports because it rarely happens. So stop worrying about it.
Rarely.
Right. Let's just get rid of all laws because people will just do the right thing. They'll always do the common sense thing, right, Andy?
Oh, I love Andy.
Yeah. Probably 30 degrees up there in Massholia.
Dude, it must be. I mean, what about like Binghamton or Cortland right now? My goodness, I bet you it's in the 40s.
Good things nobody's there.
His school's out. They're gone.
Yeah.
I think TJ's even home.
What does TJ do when he's home? He's got such a life up there.
He DJs. I know that. TJ the DJ.
Mm-hmm.
A little side hustle. So he'll do bars and parties and such.
All right.
I don't know what he's going to be doing. I guess because he graduated. So all these boys in that group have now graduated.
Yeah, it's a dark and mysterious time when you graduate.
It is.
It is. We were talking about that, Andy and I, and some friends from Binghamton. Because Sunil and Guar rendezvoused at the Colgate graduation.
Amazing.
Each had a niece. Sunil was dressed like a priest for some reason. I don't know why.
Celebrate priest day.
That was interesting. Maybe he's found Jesus and he's going to the seminary. He could, I guess. That would be amazing. Imagine Sunil became a priest.
I'd love it.
That would be so cool. I encourage it. Guar looked Guar-like. He was under a very large umbrella and gave his poncho away, I think.
It looked miserable there, those pictures of the weather.
Yeah. Oh, that didn't look fun at all. So, yeah. By the way, Shrewsbury, 44 degrees and rain. It sounds like shit.
Damn.
Good luck, Andy. I wonder if he opened the pool.
My neighbor's pool's open.
That's a mistake.
She running the filter every day.
Heating up that power.
Not being able to use it. Yep. Terrible.
Mm-hmm. Terribly sad.
Breaks my heart. We had Senior Assassin.
Yeah, let's get an update. We have that on. We didn't talk about it. That is ongoing in Floral Park as well.
Yeah, Maria. So the first week was when it was Anthony's graduation. So she was away for a good part of it.
Smart.
Got lucky, came back. They knocked out their people. I think Kate, she was partnered with Kate, who lives around the block from us. And then the group that was trying to get Maria got taken out. So they got to the second round. They did not like the people in the second round. The kids were actually like chasing them around the neighborhood in their cars. Christine was pretty upset. They were like blocking them like on roads and stuff.
That's dangerous.
They were going to get kicked out, and they just when that happened, they just gave up.
Kicked out of the game?
Yeah, they were going to get disqualified.
So Maria's still alive.
Like assholes. She got knocked out this week. Kate was at. This is so funny. So Kate, the senior, was at the bar with her junior boyfriend, and while she was at the bar this weekend, she saw the people that Maria and her had to get. So she killed both. Someone came up with a water pistol. She got both of them.
Wow.
But then they called the people that had Kate and Maria, and they came down and knocked out Kate. So Maria was alone.
Okay.
And she was kind of getting aggravated with it. Like she would come home and she'd sit in the car and wait for cars to like.
Yeah, it's kind of stressful.
Drive away. Or she would call the people that had luckily both times she had people that knew the ones that had her. Mm-hmm. So she would call them and tip them off and would chase them away. But she came home, I think 2 nights ago, and she was sitting outside, and they were like 2 cars parked in front of her and behind her. And she's just like, fuck this. She goes, I'm not doing this anymore. She just came out. She's like, I'm done. And that was it.
It is.
I think they were close. If she got through this round, they might have won some money.
Damn it.
But her partner, once you're out, like she wasn't going to be able to come back in anyway. So Maria wasn't going to do this herself.
Soft.
That is done. It was a little stressful.
Run.
Christine was funny because she hated it, said how terrible it is, but every time there was something going on outside, she was all excited, calling Maria. There's people out there. I see them. They're following you.
Nice.
Oh. And she'd get out to the car, and Christine would cheer. You'd hear her on the Ring doorbell recordings that we would make. I'm like, dude, relax. She's very hyped up. So that's done. All we have left is the prom.
And when is the stupid
graduation? It's like 2-3 weeks It's a week
Sorry.
before graduation. I think it's like the second or third week.
Sorry you got to go through that.
Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, she doesn't have a boyfriend. I think the biggest concern I have, apparently they're going to, like we talked about, she's going to Montauk, but they're going for 2 or 3 nights, which is never going to happen. There's no way they're going to be able to stay out there that long.
Nope.
So, I don't know.
If you want, we could go out there and stay at our place. Just kind of be available.
When we get the call.
Just work from there. Get good Wi-Fi.
You got Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, it works perfect.
Get a good what do we got?
Like the old days.
We got a good optimum circuit out there.
That's excellent.
Yeah. So let me know. We could deploy.
Crazy, isn't it?
We could
So
roll
yeah,
out.
we got that, and then graduation, and then
Graduation's cool.
hopefully it's not hot. So
Now-
the only fear you have, right?
Now, you
Charlotte is
didn't-
speaking.
Oh, very
Maria
nice.
Tory. So
Those Muratoris, they dominate the scene.
they are amazing. aren't they?
Academic weapons.
So good. She's going to Florida, dude. Maria's friends, they're like going to all these great schools: Florida, Michigan, Sacred
Florida?
Heart.
Interesting.
Yeah, Charlotte got into Florida. It was between Florida and Ohio State. She ended up picking Florida, which I would have as well.
It's Florida. I mean, it's not on the beach. It's in the middle of
No, it's not. But
Gainesville. Is middle of nowhere.
it is in the middle of nowhere, but it's a lot warmer.
Tis warmer.
And you got Maria won the football championship, and Charlotte won the basketball championship. So
How adorable.
some of that going on. And we got
Yeah.
a Michigan friend. That'd be great. Kate, her partner.
Oh, that's great. What was I gonna say on that? The now I forget. The prom, the graduation. Oh, last night had a school event. Didn't even know Reagan was still in band. I had no idea.
Really?
Like I got my concert. I'm like, oh,
What
wonderful.
instrument is she playing?
The clarinet. She never practices it. I've never even seen it in this house. I guess they keep it at the school. I don't know. So I think I missed the winter one. Nancy told me there was a winter concert, but I wasn't there. So we went. They break it up. So like one night was chorus, one night was orchestra, and then this was just band. So it wasn't that bad.
That's good.
The guy
And
was
you don't
like,
have to watch the other things. And you don't have to worry about people walking out after they're done. So if chorus goes first and band second, the chorus people leave,
right.
which is
So,
annoying.
but it was 7th and 8th grade band. Sorry, 7th grade band, 3 songs. 8th grade band, 3 songs. 7th and 8th grade jazz, whatever, 3 songs.
The jazz ones are usually pretty good,
Right.
'Cause
But
those
then it
kids
was
wanna
the
be there.
jazz ensemble, 4 songs. And then
Whoa.
the senior band, 5 songs.
It's like
So
a concert.
Nancy's like, we can't leave. Like Reagan was first. And I'm like, I don't like walking out either. So I'm like, yeah, we'll stay. So Reagan's thing was good. Couldn't even
It was gonna be that bad, did you?
I couldn't even see Reagan. She's so tiny. So it's fine. Then the jazz thing was awesome. Then 8th grade. Then the jazz ensemble, which is like the best kids in the school, were freaking amazing. And then now it's like
Yeah, it's in the top drawer.
it's like 7:30 now. Hour and a half in, and I'm like, the senior band is coming out,
Oh,
and they were gonna take a while. Now people were leaving.
but you
and-
probably even couldn't get. You probably couldn't. You probably can't get your kids at that point, right?
Well, no, we
Like-
could. She was done. She's like, I want to go. She was able to. She was released. So now I'm like,
Yeah.
once she came, and then I saw a guy I used to coach with, Dan Driscoll. Him and his wife, Janine Driscoll, by the way, Nassau County tax collector. They're smart. Their daughter's a junior, so she's in the senior band. They didn't show up till 7:15, so they weren't there to watch my kids. So I said, you know what? I love Elizabeth Driscoll, but we're out, and we left.
Yeah. Good move.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Way too long.
Yeah, but I have to say the kids. I do enjoy, like the kids are good, man.
Yeah. They do a good job, right?
It was really good. It was pretty.
Maybe
cool.
not so much.
It was nice to be at a school event. I hadn't been at one in a while. Speaking
no
of
masks.
school events, though. So, listen to this. I'll be back in that auditorium twice next week. Why, you ask? Well, I knew I was going to be there Wednesday because it's varsity awards.
Mm-hmm.
So Riley's a varsity swimmer, so you go. And so I get a text from my hairdresser, who is Nancy's cousin, who's also the co-president of the Floral Park Booster Club. She roped me into being the social media person for the Booster Club at the beginning of the year, which is fine, actually. I have access. I control the Booster Club Facebook and Instagram. So I just go on there once a day and now every team like has their own social media person, so I basically just like steal their shit and then post it as mine. It's pretty easy.
Perfect.
And a lot of like, older people and graduates follow the boost. So whatever. We raise money. I got to get the mission statement. But we give money for stuff to the school for athletes.
Yeah.
So
New belts, pants.
Whatever. Sheila's like, hey, Allison, who's the other president, and I can't go to the varsity awards. Are you going? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, will you speak?
Oh.
The AD wants somebody from the Booster Club to speak. I'm like, I didn't even answer yet. I was like, let me confirm that I'm going.
Oh no, you need to have something else going on that day.
Well, you would, but you know me.
Yes.
So, before I even like digest the question, I get a text from Allison with the athletic director of Floral Park copied. And she's like, Larry, this is Mike. He's going to speak at the awards. Please let him know the times and dates. I'm like, dates? And,
hang on 1 second. Huh?
My keys are behind Nick, and he's in a interview right now.
Well, you don't want to screw that interview up.
How can you can't get out? Hold on.
No, Nick.
The keys, bro. The keys.
Yeah.
With a woman, and my keys are behind him. I think it's for a new.
Not the car. The keys.
I don't wanna,
Not the car. The keys.
Do you want to take the Tesla?
Yeah.
With Bo?
Yeah.
He'll scratch everything.
All right, then I don't know.
Can you crawl on the floor?
I guess I could try. I don't.
Crawl on the floor.
It's like little Tropic Thunder shit. He's gonna be like,
crawl. Oh
Steel
my God.
crawl.
Did you catch that story? So Bo's got to go to the vet. He's got an ear infection.
oh, we didn't get that part.
And
Nick's doing an interview.
Nick apparently, so he does the way the Geico was set up as a 2-year thing where you do 1 year with one department and the second year you do with another, and you apply for other jobs in the company and you get another job. So I guess he's interviewing. Anthony's keys are behind him.
Yeah, we all heard that.
And I could give Anthony the keys to Nick's Tesla with my phone, but Bo should not be in the Tesla.
I agree. F that.
So now he's got to go crawl. We'll see how that works out.
All right, good luck.
I'm sorry. So you were saying about the...
So I see she wrote dates, and I'm like, dates? This is the varsity awards. He texts back he goes, JV awards Tuesday 4 p.m. Varsity awards Wednesday 4 p.m. So now I gotta go speak twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Dude, you got suckered into that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I'll do a little bit. Hey, I'm from the Booster Club. This is what we do. I gotta figure out what that is. And then I already wrote a Google-assisted Gemini speech.
Perfect.
Yeah, which I'm just gonna change around. Gemini's amazing. All I wrote was, write a short speech about supporting high school varsity sports. I was like, that's like perfect.
Oh, I love it. Hang on, I gotta go get food out of the oven now. What a day, huh? This is exciting.
Maybe I'll practice my speech.
Play the clarinet. Maybe you can find it. Yeah, why don't you read the speech to everybody right now? Okay.
All right, get everybody's feedback on it. So here we go. They actually gave me a title. I don't know if I'll use that. It's called The Heart of Our School, Supporting Varsity Sports. Good evening, everyone. I stand before you today to talk about something that fills our stadiums with pride, ignites our school spirit, and shapes our students into leaders. Our high school varsity sports. Teamwork. Oh, sorry, wait, I skipped the line. These aren't just games, they're a classroom outside the classroom. Varsity sports teach our athletes invaluable lessons. Teamwork, discipline, resilience, and character. But the benefits extend beyond the athletes. Varsity sports bring our entire school community together. Friday night lights, packed gymnasiums, and cheering crowds create a sense of belonging, connection, and shared pride. They give us something to rally around, celebrate, and remember. Supporting our varsity sports programs means investing in our students' future. It means providing them with the resources they need to succeed both on and off the field. It means fostering a positive school environment where everyone feels valued and connected. So let's show our teams that we're behind them all the way. Let's fill the stands, cheer them on, and celebrate their achievements. Let's recognize the hard work, dedication, and passion that these athletes bring to their sports and to our school. Let's continue to make our high school varsity sports a source of pride, unity, and excellence. Thank you. There you go.
Beautiful.
And the length was perfect, right? Just enough time for you to go to the oven and come back. I don't want to be up there longer than that.
Yeah. I checked it. It needs to go in for a few more minutes. That's not done all the way.
All right, what are you making?
Christine makes this. She calls it an egg bake. It's.
I think you're making it, by the way.
Well, she did all the hard work yesterday.
Okay.
She puts hash browns on the bottom, and then she does eggs, cheese, and I don't even know, maybe something else.
Okay.
Throw it in the oven, bake it.
Sounds great.
And then they have a food. Anthony, did you get the keys? Word. Did you crawl? No? Army crawl?
Bum. All
right. You got my card. You got the car. You go.
He had to Tom Cruise that son of a bitch.
He did, man. He was like... I was excited. I hear him.
He was answering questions, so I didn't want to crawl and be like, what the fuck? And completely lose track of thought, so I waited till the girls started talking, and I ran and grabbed the keys.
What kind of questions was he getting? Anything for the show?
She was asking kind of him to just talk about his experience so far and stuff. And he was talking about Geico and his experience with AI. I was listening.
How much he loves Geico?
Yeah.
Did he tell her that we call him the caveman?
What?
Did he tell her we call him the caveman?
No, he didn't. Where's Den Bob? He's not on tonight?
Nah, man.
Fucking loser.
Loser.
Who's always here?
Nice
Right.
picture of you and Ryan, man.
Oh, he loved the picture of you and Ryan, yeah. That was awesome.
Well done.
She said you were a little drunk.
No, she did not say that.
That's funny.
No, she didn't say that. She said you were really drunk. Later.
Later, dude.
Comac. Smithtown Animal Hospital.
So I'm Jericho.
Yeah, right across the street from the tire place.
Okay.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should be careful talking about Nick's workplace. I don't want Rebecca to get upset.
What would she get upset about?
Apparently, she doesn't like talking about people's place of work.
Oh, that's right. We don't want to upset Rebecca.
Nah, listen. But we'll continue to do whatever we want because
she's very funny in the Discord.
All I was doing was sharing a photo that was in my Gmail inbox.
Love her.
Yeah, I guess. She's too busy taking weird pictures of homeless people all the time. Like, it's kind of strange.
Short people and homeless people. Like, her camera roll on the phone must be wild.
Yeah, wild. And, like, swipe right Jen's hand with wine in it. We love you, Rebecca. We're just teasing. But
you
Jesus,
are the best.
Don't ever change and become sensitive like you did for a second. God, stay.
You know what I have
tough.
Coming up in like 2 weeks, I think, is a wedding. Mama Bear, my stepsister's son, is getting married first weekend of June in Pennsylvania at what's that big freaking Pennsylvania resort?
Mount Airy Lodge?
No, that would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Penn Hills? Cove Haven?
What the hell is it called?
Great Wolf Lodge?
Is it Great Wolf?
Kalahari?
I don't know. But it's one of these nice, fancy, schmancy places. We rented an Airbnb. Uncle Doug's coming up. So we get to see her and my dad and everybody. Haven't seen all of them in a while together.
That's exciting. That sounds crashable. That's close. We could do that.
You should swing in with us.
Get a couple of the listeners. We could roll out.
Surprise her.
She would love it.
So.
I just filled my minivan with listeners.
Oh my God. Get a couple of them.
Throw a couple of cornhole boards in the back. Be like a mobile Fernwood.
On location.
Yeah.
It's an early wedding, too, on a Saturday.
All right, if you ever figure out what big, fancy resort in Pennsylvania it's at, please let us know.
I was going to pull up their website. It's really nice. They do these things now for the kids,
wedding. They always do those.
I mean, when I was getting married, the internet was hardly around. So.
That's a good point. Like the knot.com.
That's what it is. I'm going to look it up. Well, I can share this, actually.
Please, yeah. Why aren't we sharing? We always forget. I mean, I don't know if you should be sharing somebody's wedding site. Rebecca might get upset. Oh, Stephanie and Sean. Hawley. That's not far at all.
Yeah. Our story.
Aw, cute hands they have.
Woodlock. There you go.
Woodlock. I know. I've never been there, but lots of people I know love to go to Woodlock.
I looked up to see how much it would stay there a night for us for one bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
At this time of the year, it was going to be $1,000 a night or something.
Wow, I didn't know people got married there. Quick ceremony. I like that. 30 minutes. That's beautiful.
30 minutes, 11 to 12.
That's your kind of wedding. Cocktail
Cocktail
hour.
hour at noon.
It's actually an hour. That's good.
Reception.
Reception.
To 4.
Beautiful.
The farewell breakfast, which I will be attending.
Now, this is Pennsylvania, and this brings me back to I think it was Everybody Loves Raymond, when they went to a Pennsylvania wedding, and it was a cash bar. So, Mama Bear, if it is, that's
Woodlock,
fine.
I'm thinking not.
You just got to give people a heads up. I would think it's not, because where that is still, it's not Pennsylvania. That's kind of like Metro New York, New Jersey-ish.
It was really cute the way they do this.
What the hell was that? Wait a minute, go down. What was that
Story.
hashtag? What?
I was thinking slide it in her, but I know
That's
not
kind of what
it
it looked like to me. Hello? What the hell is that? Slide it into her DMs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I... Okay, well, hopefully that's important.
I like slide into her. I mean, that's kind of funny.
Yikes. Anyway, all the best to the couple.
Photos.
What are the things to do? Oh, wait, there they are. Oh, he's a bearded fella. Oh,
he is.
They're cute. Go to the things to do. I want to see what we have here.
Look at that. You can do song requests.
Oh, let's do it right now. Can we make a request?
What song would you want?
All right, hold on. Things to do. We got to go back to that and spend time. After the party, hold on. Still want to party after the party? Come join us for some lawn games. There's the cornhole bags that I'm going to bring.
Yes.
Music and s'mores. That's BYOB. See, all right. So, all right. Sounds like the cocktail hour on the wedding. It'll be bar. But good they pointed out here. I like how they put BYOB. Smart.
Yep.
Smart. Farewell breakfast. Very nice. Now, that's a buffet style for us.
Because there are people traveling, right? So
looks like they're covering. I'm going to say they're covering the buffet.
They're both from Long Island.
You think they're covering?
They both live in Florida now. So there's going to be people from all over the place.
All right. Woodlock Pines Resorts.
Wow. Archery.
Holy hell. Look at the things we can do.
Archery tag? What's archery tag?
That sounds painful.
Oh, my God. I thought you only get one try.
Whoa. By the way, this is great because I love lists, and so do you. Look at this.
Bakery Wars. You can make this a little bigger.
We could get Braxton in the Bakery Wars.
Bumper cars.
You got to do the bumper boats, I think.
Disc golf.
Andy, they got disc golf. Climbing wall. DJ dance parties.
Whoa.
Slow down. Escape rooms. Fishing. Golf. Go-kart. Horse races. Wait a minute. Can you race a horse?
I think I'm too tall, but maybe Dembob can.
He could. He looks like a jock. Karaoke. Awesome.
You would love that.
Mini golf. Olympics. Paddle boats and boards. Paintball. Paint and sip. Oh, they have a petting zoo.
Oh, who doesn't love a petting zoo?
You could go visit all the baby animals.
And more.
Do you think...
Like our podcast.
Does that mean hookers?
GarCast.
Professional entertainment?
Ooh. I mean, it's Pennsylvania. Anything goes.
Now I know why everybody goes to Woodlock. They have hookers. That's great.
Website to Woodlock.
We should do trap shooting. That's fun.
That would be fun.
All right.
Don't do it.
This looks like a great place.
Ex-presidents.
All right, go to the song request. Okay, let's go. Go to the Google form.
Can we see the other ones that are there?
This is awesome.
Ah, damn.
We got to pick a song. Come on. What are we going to pick?
I don't know. You got one?
I mean...
I got to take the food out of the oven while you're thinking of this.
Oh, man. I got to sit here and think by myself. All right, I'm going to put this on the Discord and see if anybody's listening. This will be a fun way to bring the Discord. Need an answer to this question as we record live now. If you could request one song at a cousin's wedding, what would it be? Boom. Let's see who replies. This is exciting. We'll either go with the best or the first reply. I'll decide. I think Guar's going to reply. I see he's been active. All right. Yeah, Gary's back. This is exciting.
But the Snap by Lou.
That would be amazing. Rest in peace, Lou.
Oh,
I put the question out there to everyone. We'll see if they reply. We'll come back to this because we're definitely putting something in there. If nobody replies, I'll come up with something. Like the Humpty Dance. We'll do the Humpty Dance if nobody replies.
I like that. That's a good one.
What else we got on this menu here?
Much.
We'll come back to this.
These are really cool, aren't they?
I love the song request.
Oh, I got to do back now.
I like the hookers and the song request.
Wedding party.
Who's in the wedding party? We got a big one, a small one. Let's see.
Pretty big.
Let's judge. Oh, that's nothing. My sister, Smile Lines, had 17 groomsmen. So we've got. This is pretty big. Maid of honor, 1. Wait a minute. We have 2 maid of honors. That's controversial.
Sister and best friend.
I don't know. You got to pick one. 2 bridesmaids, 4 bridesmaids.
5 bridesmaids.
And how can you have 2 best friends? So this obviously, this young lady can't make a decision. She's got 3 best friends and 2 bridesmaids. Why not marry 2 guys while we're at it? Should have been a woman. All right, let's go to the groom.
He just went smaller right off the bat.
At least
2 brothers.
Yeah, but at least he was capable of picking a best man.
He did.
Good for him. And he only has 1 best friend. So this guy's got it together. The bride, I'm not so sure.
He's got 2 best friends.
Wait a minute. Oh, damn it. I take that back.
Oh, he's got a brother of the bride. Oh, 2 brothers. Wow, she's got a big family.
Are they related? Okay. This is Mama
So she
Bear's.
has 2 brothers.
This is Mama Bear's daughter or son?
This is her son.
Right, Schlosser. Okay.
So it's Paul and Christian are her boys.
Right. And then that young lady has 2 bros.
She has 2 brothers, Nicholas and Daniel.
Okay.
And then we have Stephen and Rob, which are his best friends.
Okay, well.
But you didn't do 2 best mans. You
can
only have 1 best man, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Apparently, you can have 2 maids.
Maids of milking. Okay.
Q&A?
Nobody has Q&A. What's that all about? What time should I be there? Don't be late, Gary.
No. I mean, we're traveling in the night before, so we'll be.
They have parking. When do I RSVP? Hopefully you did that. I'm sure Braxton.
We certainly did.
Braxton's got to be like a boom.
Dude, she was flipping out about RSVPing, and I was trying to find out if Anthony was going to make it because we didn't know if he was going to take the job.
Wait, are any of the wait, you bringing the family?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to get them on the song request thing. They got to load that up.
I mean, as someone that had DJ'd before, I was never big on the song requests. That's why I don't like to do them myself.
On the website. Let's go.
I know.
They mentioned parking twice, and that says a lot about them. They know parking is important. That's
good. So when we RSVP'd, I didn't realize they invited Nicholas and Anthony to bring a date as well.
Wow.
So then that was even another thing where I had to wait and hear if Nick's girlfriend could make it.
So who's going?
It's just Nicholas, Maria, myself, and Christine. And Uncle Doug is going to fly into here, and we're going to drive him. He's staying at the Airbnb with us.
Ooh, you and Uncle Doug are going to be up late night partying in the house.
Yes.
After you finish with the hookers at Woodlock.
Yeah.
Excellent. The entertainment. Oh, what's this? Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. Am I allowed a +1? Due to having a strict guest list to stay in within our venue's capacity, we're only able to accommodate those guests formally invited. They're talking to me in the crash van.
You're out,
If you
Mike.
received a +1, they will appear under your name in your RCP. Thank you for your understanding. Dress code. Scroll down, please. We'd love to see our family get dressed up for our big day. Dress code is semi-formal/formal attire. Okay. Ladies can wear floor-length, T-length, midi formal dresses or jumpsuits. Yes. Gentlemen can wear a suit and tie. You can't wear, like, khakis and a sport coat? Were you going with a full suit? What are you doing?
Don't wear white, gray, or blue. I can wear a blue suit, right?
Yes. Wait, it says don't wear white. Wait, what? Hold on, I had to jump off for a second. Gentlemen can wear a suit. No, please do not wear white, gray, or blue. These are the color. Whoa. This is. I don't agree with this whole section. You're basically telling everybody what they can or cannot wear. I had a guy at my wedding in a kilt.
That's okay, I think, isn't it? You think I'll see a kilt here?
I mean,
my suit's blue. What other color suit would you have but blue or gray? That's probably not men. That's probably for girls, right?
No, I mean, it says gentlemen can wear a suit and tie, no jeans, please. Please do not wear white, gray, or blues, as these are the colors of the bridal party. Bride and groom. That's ridiculous.
What else would you wear? Black?
Are you going to have to go buy a suit for this wedding? That's outrageous.
I bet you we get some feedback in the Discord.
There's
tomorrow.
This is okay. Let's move on. Our kids invited. We love your little ones. However, we have decided to keep our wedding and reception to an adults-only event with the exception of the wedding party and those who are close with the bride and groom. I did the same thing.
Ooh, look.
Will there be an open bar?
Bang.
Yes. Drinks are on us. Hangovers on you. There will be cocktail.
Perfectly said.
Excellent. Good. So that's good. So far, one section sucks. The rest are good. What happens if I don't RSVP in time? Oh, that's great. It will be you're not invited if you don't show up if you didn't RSVP. What if the RSVP got lost in the mail and you show up and there's no nameplate for you, no card?
There's no more mail. I don't know if they had a mail.
It was a QR code, right?
That's how I got to the site. Was I scanned the QR code and I was like, oh, check this out. There's a whole website.
Look at this. We got the groom and the bride's phone numbers right here. I'm going to put it on my phone so I can congratulate them later.
Like that out, huh? Oof.
Yeah, oof. Everybody, please wish them a happy and healthy. All right, so really the question is about the dress code. First question I have is, if you're having a wedding, I understand some people do, they say, our wedding is black tie. I've seen that done. This is not black tie. It's semi-formal / formal. And now you're going to tell people what colors they can and cannot wear? That's the question of the week.
It's interesting, huh? Yeah, that is a good question of the week.
Mm-hmm. I'll throw it out there. Wow.
You're the social media guy. Next thing I know, I'm going to have you speaking at shows for us.
Yeah, if we ever get invited to speak at any functions, I guess I'll do it. Me and Gemini.
16 days to go, it says on there. Wow, that is close.
June 7th.
I wonder when they're all flying up. I spoke to my dad. I think he said they're flying in on Friday.
Hope they're not flying into Newark.
I think it is Newark.
Ooh, boy, this wedding might not happen. Yikes.
I think Doug's coming into the city airport so they can get here quicker.
Smart, Doug.
Yeah.
He should go to Islip.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's doing JFK because it's easier to get AirTran.
Reagan had a soccer game it's hard for me to go to venues that I've never been to before at this point in my coaching career, but we had one on Saturday at 5:30. Right by Islip Airport because the planes were ripping over my head. Connecticut High School.
Okay. We've been
massive.
Yes,
Holy
big school.
Jesus.
That is a big school.
Yeah, we lost, but we played it was one of those games we really played well, but we took one shot,
The field is massive too, isn't it?
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. But the Southwest flights were taking off.
Hanging in there. Never late, always on time.
Do we have an email sponsor?
I do. Do we have an email?
No, so I don't know if we have to give them the money.
I guess we don't play the sponsor.
We'll save it. All right, no emails.
Saving it for next week.
No emails, no sponsor. Save your money. We don't want to rip any sponsors off. Right? So they get another week.
They get another week.
That's sad.
Yeah, I had it queued up, but then I realized we didn't have an email. I was like, I guess the rule's going to be if you want to hear the sponsor, send in an email.
I agree.
Motivate these bastards.
Big weekend coming up. Sadly, it's the last weekend of English Premier League football. Congratulations to Tottenham Hotspur, who won the Europa Conference final yesterday. Played in Germany against Man United 1-0. It was a pretty dud of a game. But that means even though they're in 17th place in the Premier League, Tottenham makes Champions League next year and gets $120 million.
Damn.
Yeah. So hopefully Nottingham's in that Europa Conference League next year so we can do the same thing. But in order to make that, I think we have to come in 6th. We're currently in 7th.
We're right on the cusp.
But we play Chelsea at home.
Chelsea. Oh, what a perfect way to end the season, huh?
Right. Spit on Fraser's team.
He's from Toronto. His team's going to choke.
He's from Toronto, isn't he? So,
not really from, but he lives in Toronto.
Resides.
I should say.
So clear your calendars for Sunday morning. 11 a.m. Unfortunately, it's probably exactly when I'm leaving the city with Reagan after her swim meet. Although maybe I find her a ride home. How do I do this? I bring Nancy. And then she brings her home, and I go to the Forest Bar.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Sunday at 11.
That's a good idea.
I think if I work at this, I could sell it. I did clean the garage and get the gutters cleaned out.
Can't believe the season's almost over.
So, yeah, big match, and a lot could be on the line there. A lot, because the current standings. Stand by, everybody.
You could share them.
Shit, yeah. Got the sharing options. Amazing.
You can even share the fantasy standings.
All right, here we go. Right, so we play 11 a.m. On Sunday, and everyone needs to watch. The game is there's no excuse not to watch this, Gar. USA Network, make it happen. All right, figure it out. I almost closed this session. Here's the standings, friends.
I think Bo peed on the floor there. He said, fuck
Yeah,
this
Bo.
place, apparently.
So we are currently in 7th with 65 points. I had a conversation with Sumu the other day just to make sure I had all my ducks in a row here. He was gardening. Well, Liz was gardening, and he was watching our garden. It was kind of funny. We sit in 7th. Yes, we have slid from 3rd only a few weeks ago, but that's okay. We're only 3 points out of 3rd place.
Wow.
Right?
It's tight.
So if City, Newcastle, Chelsea, which we control, and Villa all lose, we'll have the same amount of points as City, but if they got us some point differential, so we'll be in 4th. So we could finish as high as 4th, I believe, if I'm doing this right, which would put us in the Champions League.
That would be amazing.
Right? So if we beat Chelsea, we jump to 68. So really, we're rooting against... we want Newcastle and Villa and Chelsea to lose. We control the Chelsea situation. And we can still find our way in the Champions League. 6th gets us Europa League. 7th, we're in this shitty European League that you have to go play like in Kazakhstan, but it's still something. Yeah. So we'll see.
All right.
We got to beat Chelsea.
Fingers crossed.
Let's go.
Fantasy, you and I, we should be finishing, hopefully, if things go
you
well,
and I
in the
are,
top 10.
We're in the top 10. You and I are battling right now for 9th and 10th, but don't let anybody sneak up behind us.
I just want to retain 10th.
Yeah, let's keep an eye.
I never used my wild card. Is that the one where you redo your entire team?
I think it's a great do it.
I contemplate, but I wouldn't even know who to pick.
I don't know. Give it a whirl.
But I did consider just trying to put out the best possible team I could.
I feel like you got to use
that, just to try to retain 10th.
So
we'll see.
You are in 10th. You're only 8 points ahead of 11th.
Yeah.
I am in 9th. I'm 11 points ahead of you. No, sorry. 21 points ahead of you.
Yeah, you're in good shape. 10th would be great, and meeting Neil would be great.
Yeah, we wanted top 10.
Fraser's not even.
I think Fraser is not even. They're not even tracking him anymore.
No, you got to go 2 pages down, I think, now.
Yeah, let me keep scrolling here. Where is that guy? Oh, he's in 20. Cracked the top 20. Good for him.
Congratulations! What a season.
Even Sumu's son Will. What happened to him? He's down in 19th. These are all the guys that fell in love with Holland early. Proud of Guar. He never used Holland. I only used him once. It was in a weird off week.
I don't think I used him this year either.
Good for you. Guar is in 4th.
Well, you know what? I used him the week of the double game where I used the other card.
Okay.
Where I could do unlimited substitutions, I think.
Yep. So Fraser is battling for top 20. You and I trying to stay in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Christian is just out of the top 5. I know he wants to be top 5.
I would love for him to get top 5.
But he really slipped. He is he's 62 points behind Luciano. Luciano's in 5th, so
Luch is 5th, right?
Luch is looking fine for top 5. Guar is looking fine for top 5. He is 2 points ahead of Luciano. So the American battle.
Two top 5s from America.
Yeah, I think the top 5 is pretty set looking at the total points. There's a chance Wise Old Elf could take out top of the Klops. And 3rd is 1 point behind 2nd. So the top 3 is an interesting race, but
yep.
Luch and Guar are proud of you.
Very proud.
That would be 4 of us Americans in the top 10 would be pretty amazing.
Kind of disgusting for you people that follow the sport really closely and live there.
That'd be pretty
Although
amazing.
I will say the 3 of you do follow and watch very closely. You are and Luch.
Oh my God, this is amazing. So Nancy is on a field trip right now. She just got this text. She is at the Cold Spring Harbor Fish Hatchery. She goes there every year. She just sent me a picture of a gar.
Oh my God.
In a fish tank, and then the sign, it's the long-nosed gar.
Yes.
Long-nosed gar belongs to the ancient group of fish that have been found in North America for about 100 million years, with few changes to their overall body plan. The gar dominates.
Go gar. I love the gar.
Beautiful gar. I'll share that on the Discord.
All right.
So yeah,
I think it's an action-packed episode there for you. I see the clock hitting an hour, so that's perfect.
And I'm glad we didn't mention it, but we should. The Knicks are in the Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 25 years. I actually thought going in they would lose Game 1 for some reason.
I did too.
but not on a ball that hit the rim and went 30 feet in the air. And that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I thought it was going to hit the top of the backboard.
Yeah, I can't even get mad at them for losing because in order to lose, a guy hit like 7 threes in a row.
Right. And we were scoring twos. The guy just kept shooting these dumb threes and hitting every one.
The only thing we did wrong was miss free throws. We missed a lot.
Like, all you really need is like 1 or 2
down the stretch. OG missed one. Brunson missed one.
Even Cat missed one.
Cat missed one. Bridges missed one. Those kill.
Yeah. And they don't, those guys shoot well. Like, I'm not going to kill them over it, but it's part of the reasons why we lost.
But that ball bouncing in was
unbelievable.
It was stupid. So what are you going to do? I was really angry last night, but I woke up like, all right, whatever. We're better than them. You could see.
I know. Pat might be a little annoying today between the Irsay news and
Jim. Well, he'll be very focused on the Jim Irsay. Rest in peace, Jim.
And the Pacers winning. And
as soon as I saw Irsay was dead, I was like, we're gonna lose.
There's no way we win this game.
And there's no way he tweeted like an hour before he died. That's not real.
That would have been so cool.
I mean,
it said 9 hours when I found it.
I guess it's cool if you think it happened, but so would the moon landing be. Hold on, we got to see if our song request came in. All right. It's the only request we got. Mike O'Donoghue would like to hear Pop the Coochie by 2 Live Crew.
All right.
So we'll throw that in the Google form. Mama Bear, when you hear Pop the Coochie at your son's wedding, that came from loyal listener Mike O'Donoghue.
The only way to stop it is to invite him yourself.
And put him on the list. We were going to crash, but after we read we were all going to wear blue.
Blue and blue and white and gray.
You should just wear like a Forest jersey.
Do that
with khaki pants, right? khaki pants, and like a jacket. That's semi-formal. Just don't wear jeans.
I love it.
That's great. Good news is you don't have to wear your blue suit.
Yeah, I'm not wearing blue apparently.
Oh my goodness! All right, my man.
All right. Well, until next time.
Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody.
Let me hit this button here. All right, and until next time, be Gar-rific.
Gar out. Later, dudes.
Peace.
I pledge allegiance to the family of the United GarCast of the Discord, and to the Montana commune that we will all meet up at when humanity finally craps the bed. One Gar Nation, under God, or thoughts, with a vow to be excellent to one another, and to always follow that one simple rule: don't be a dick. Gar pluribus unum.